I have a hot take to share today. We'll get to that. Let's be distracted and dance around for a minute. Imtiaz Ali, in an interview, said that the way he measures energy between his characters is not in what is good and bad, but rather what is hot and cold. There's either something between you and the entity that's tensed, calling you hot, or it's settled, unexcited, cold. This is interesting because good and bad is subjective, it's to do with your mind, but hot and cold is felt. Kandam अच्छे से करो please. Anyway, let's talk about the legend of the dumbest bird in the world, the dodo. The dodo was a large flightless bird. It lived on an isolated island and didn't have any natural predators, so over the years it evolved into being entirely fearless. So much so that when humans invaded the island and began hunting this bird, it didn't even realize it was under threat. It would just walk right up to the sailors and get killed. And eventually it went extinct. So, in general, a slight degree of threat makes us competent and smart. The lack of a functional dislike button has made the internet dumb. Ashna and I were talking the other day, and she said that cringe is a popular genre right now because it's free of all criticism. In a world full of contradictions, it is liberated. A decade ago, YouTube was a niche platform. People came here to watch cool stuff. At this point in time, videos with provocative and eye-catching thumbnails and titles may get a million views, but as soon as you clicked on the video, you would see a like to dislike ratio. There'd be a green line for likes and red line for dislikes. And if the video was misleading or of bad taste, you'd see a massive red line as soon as you clicked on it to say that even if the algorithm approved of the video, the people disapprove of it. That was YouTube culture. With the disablement of the dislike button, that power was taken away. But fundamentally, we can't enjoy everything we watch. So where does all the disliking go? The disliking brews in rooms with closed doors, in experimental hip-hop music, or stand-up comedy, or a new form that's beyond good and bad. TV was actually cool at one point and it faded. YouTube and Instagram was cool and it peaked at one point. As long as you're in for surfing, there'll be a new wave and you'll ride it. But either way, it's a good time to use the lack of a dislike button to be expressive. So do the thing. The internet is encouraging making dodos. Be more than the algorithm's dodo. But hot and cold is felt.